Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, and the ultimate relationship road test, where 5 couples fueled by love are about to handle cars fueled by fuel. Belt up. This is the Getaway car. Yeah, that was great, Stig, but you know, technically, it's not a goal unless the whole of the ball crosses the line. Today's contestants might have all passed the driving test, but not one which will have prepared them for this. It's a series of utterly nonsensical rounds where not only will they have to perform an emergency stop...
Stop your car!
You do like this, eh?
I so do!
The relationship could well go through a 3-point turn.
Belt it! You can do it, man!
But when all is said and done, driven, one couple will emerge victorious and get the chance to win £10,000 driving this. The Getaway car. That is the upside. The downside is they'll be up against one of the most feared men behind the wheel on the planet. Top Gear's the Stig, with whom tonight's finalists go helmet to helmet in a high-octane midnight chase to try and win that £10,000. You might not be able to see the whites of his eyes, but you can see the whites of his overalls, helmet and shoes. Right, off the break, let's get this show on the road. So let's meet some of today's speed demons determined to make it to the finish without denting their relationship. Husband and wife rockers Binny and Neil. Are they on the highway to hell, which is just outside Cape Town? Best friends and boxers Taliba and Amy. The gloves are off, but can they deliver a knockout blow? To the others, that is, not each other. And best buddies Pete and Richard, whose lifelong friendship has stood the test of time. But will it withstand the getaway course? A rum bunch and no mistake. Let's see how shipshape they are after round 1, Hazard Highway. First to go are the yellow team. Taking the wheel is Jodie, and by her side, a big sister and fearless co-driver, Amy.
Oh my God! It's not going! I don't care, I'm scared!
2 years separate Jodie and Amy, and a love of One Direction fuels their car journeys. It's the little things. That's the 3rd biggest selling single. You look good in the yellow.
We weren't, because I was thinking blonde hair yellow, we're going to look like a giant lemon. We like the
We've
car.
got the best car.
Cute little car, isn't it?
Yeah, and we are like fun little daisies.
Yeah.
These fun little daisies are here to win and go home with 10,000 big ones. What kind of driver are you?
I've been told I drive quite aggressively and like a man.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I was taught to drive by a man.
Yeah. On Hazard Highway, our 5 couples will face obstacle after obstacle that will test their ability to support each other, their communication skills, in other words, their relationship. Only the fastest 3 will qualify directly for the next round. So let's see how the pair cope with this for starters. A 5-story drop. It's the multi-scary car park. Kicking things off with a nice blood-curdling scream. It's the race against the clock and a tight, if somewhat lopsided, squeeze through Tin Can Alley.
Bonkers.
Now we're going to go on 2 wheels then, okay? Okay.
Jodie taking it all in a stride. Amy,
Oh my God!
not so much.
Don't make me laugh because I can't!
Onto the giant seesaw next. She's so scared. How is she going to cope with this? The poorly engineered Bridge of Doom.
I'm going to close my eyes, I can't look.
Badly, is my guess. Towering literally 5,000 feet above the course, this is literally scary.
I'm never going to forgive you for this, ever. Slow down. Right, okay? No, I'm never going to be okay with this. Oh my God! We're going up.
Time to exit stage right and down. It's Caragra Falls.
Stay on the team.
Let it go, let it go. I am the wind and sky. Let it go.
Wait. I'm going to be sick.
Disorientation ahoy. It's human satnav next.
Right, okay.
Designed to test the girls' communication skills.
Oh my God, go forward slightly.
Baby sister Jodie is blindfolded,
You need to tell me what to do. Turn to you.
while big sister Amy guides her around the roadworks. Badly.
Turn to me. Where are we? To me. Right, we're on the roundabout. Turn to you. Sound like the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah. Turn to me. Oh my God. No, we're off the roundabout. To me. no, to you, we're going in the... Now we're in the gravel. Taking up. Oh my God, it's coming in. It's coming in.
After all the roadwork shenanigans,
Go, 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 go.
time for a brush up in the bubblicious car wash.
Right at the end of the tunnel.
Ah, yeah, much cleaner.
Go, 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 go.
The sisters have reached the final obstacle. Who's for car football?
There's the ball, there's the ball.
Amy and Jodie need to drive that gigantic football into that gigantic net as fast as they can and avoid, yep, gigantic defenders.
Go, 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 go. No, in.
They think their drive is all over.
Go in the goal.
It is now.
Go, 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 go.
Into the home stretch. And a cracking time of 7 minutes 26 seconds for the yellows.
I'm never doing anything with you ever again.
How was that?
I need a wee. So how were we?
All I heard was this. Ah! Ah! My ears are bleeding. Enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't do it again.
Let's meet our next couple who are raring to go.
Oh, yeah. Just like that.
From Brighton, husband and wife team Billy and Neil have been married for 9 years.
I love you.
Right, okay, no, I love you too, baby.
Let's hope the marriage can make it to double figures after they face the vow-wrecking Hazard Highway.
Right, that's it, right, get that.
However, there's something fiery lurking in these red racing suits. You're rockers, aren't you?
Yeah. They love our rock music.
Despite Neil's rock credentials, it's Binny who wears leather trousers in this relationship.
I'm driving.
How did we decide? He's why?
So
Simple as that.
Understand
I
that.
say
Simple as
go.
that.
Looking forward to the relationship surviving this test.
Well, it might not. Sorry, keep going, keep going. We're safe,
And on that note, the couple head towards a very slippery slope.
Breathe. We're going to slide now, let's slide. That's fine. Come on,
I can't sing.
Oh, I didn't know, did I?
It's slippery.
Time, I think, to meet the green team. Husband and wife duo Dave and Paula, whose 13-year marriage is as solid as a rock. Currently. This besotted couple have been feathering a little love nest in the Outer Hebrides, and now have their eyes on a big new prize. What does make you a formidable team?
Will you drive first?
And you think fast. There you go.
A match made in heaven, and they've never even had an argument, not even one. Will they be able to say that after human sat-nav?
That's it, stop. Go forward to the right. We're going up the ramp now.
To find out the true test of relationship, just watch this.
Left onto the roundabout. Right, slowly to the right. You're on the roundabout. Okay, you got your bearings now?
Yeah.
To the right. Side to right. Now left and you're out.
Slow clap. So after what can only be described as a display of flawless marital communication, with hope for us all,
Oh, little girl.
the relentlessly chirpy Greens complete the course in the fastest time so far. Let's rejoin the Reds and see if rock chick Binny and rock bloke Neil will make it through the human sat-nav unscathed.
Left.
That'll be a no. Hit the stick. Look at the stick literally just like this. Hit the stick digger, and there will be consequences.
Reverse it. Right, straight on. We're in the gravel bit. Accelerate, right.
Muddy, watery consequences.
Stop. Goggles off.
Remember, only the 3 fastest couples are guaranteed a place in the next round.
Put down.
Despite the now infamous Binny car stick digger incident, the Reds have stormed through the course in a cracking time.
You do not know your left or your right. You do not
I
do,
do,
sir.
I
You
so
won.
do.
I said left, you went right. I said right, you went left. We need to work on the listening.
Ah, wedded bliss.
I love you. My baby.
Oh, hi. Was it fun?
It was so much fun. Oh, thank you.
Oh, good job, Ed. For the first time ever on the show, you crashed into the stick.
Where was the
What's
stick?
big?
Stick up there, look. Behind the wheel of the digger. Straight into his tyre.
Oh my God, look, I'm
I'd
actually
like to say,
shaking.
I know it was there, so we're just eliminating the stick for the later rounds.
You've been there the whole time.
The whole time.
He's a chatty chap, isn't he? He didn't flash us a wave or anything.
So with 3 couples having miraculously survived Hazard Highway, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Only the fastest 3 couples get an automatic place in the next round, and the Green's True Love Fuel performance puts them safely through. At the end of the round, the slowest 2 finishers will be thrown into a terrifying high-speed race-off with these 2. The Stiggs nephews, Grumpy and Grumpier. Their job is to scare our contestants witless by driving them around the track as fast as they can, whilst the contestants try and keep their wits about them. Our next couple have no intention of being in the race-off. It's the jumpy, fighty team in blue, Taliba and Amy.
We met each other at the Muay Thai gym.
Muay Thai gym?
The Thai martial arts, form of kickboxing.
Okay, I'll just be here. So,
Yeah, she's got fierce kicks, so...
are you a good driver?
Yeah, I am very good. I'm just a natural driver.
And why look at the winners here?
Absolutely. We're in it to win it.
Yeah, you think? This has got kick-ass 3 written all over it. That would be the PG version then.
Can you see any lights? Are we looking for lights?
I don't know what we're looking for. Can we not go?
When's this going to go up?
I don't know.
What are they doing? I think it might be the politest start to the course we've ever had.
Was that meant to happen, guys?
I think so. Let's go.
When did you pass your test?
I passed about over a year and a half ago.
What about you?
Over 10 years. 10 years.
What happened? It doesn't make any sense.
Me too. I'm just confused right now. Okay.
Why does it keep stalling?
Because you're not clutching, you're not having your bicycle on. Engine on.
There's slow, and then there's very super slow.
That's it, slow? Sorry, I just saw. Just straight, handbrake. Handbrake.
Time to meet our final couple. Tickle pink today are bosom buddies Pete and Richard. So close, they even share a tattoo. It's weird.
So this is embarrassing in the pool.
I mean, a little.
The little rockets, and they say to infinity and beyond.
And beyond. The Buzz Lightyear. Cartoon spaceman, pink princess car. I'm getting confused signals from these guys.
Let's love and gay and get it on. You got that feeling that I want. I don't know the rest of it, to be honest. I always...
No stopping at the barrier for them then.
Quick!
How do you guys know each other?
Went to primary school together, didn't we?
Yeah. Men something. So you've known each other from...
4, literally 4 years old.
No, then we moved on to secondary school.
I went to secondary school together as well.
Here we go. Steady though, steady.
And took him to college.
To the same degree.
Hang on.
And then we had the same job. Across the desk from each other. This could be it. This could be the end. That's it. Nice.
Good work. The lads are pelting around the course.
To the right.
But over in the land of the cones,
You're not doing to the right.
I'm doing right.
the girls are finding it frustratingly slow going.
Left. Step,
Taliba and Amy, you better step on it, or they're going to be in that race-off.
Left. On the roundabout now. Left. Right. Dead slow. Right.
Right.
Go right. Need to go right.
Amy, what's happening?
I think we've proved for once and for all that slow and steady does not win the race.
Tell me what's happening. 'Cause I'm smelling something.
Reverse back. Go straight now. Straight. No, sorry. Go left. Left. Stop the car.
So, the Blues sat-nav seems to have developed a critical failure. But a quick check-up on besties Pete and Richard, totally on the same wavelength.
Slowly creep it in. Go. Go on. Go, quicker. Oh, yeah. Come on. Absolutely put it now. This is it.
To infinity and beyond!
Absolutely rinsed it.
All 5 teams, yes, even the Blues, crashed, smashed and made the occasional dash round Hazard Highway. Time to reveal who's straight through to round 2 and who's in the race-off. Sitting pretty at the top is Team Pink.
Happy with that.
So we're number 1 then.
Speedy and giggly, David and Paula are in second.
I can't believe it. I'm chuffed to bits.
And finally, directly through to round 2, light is in the air for Binny and Neil. That leaves Team Yellow in 4th place.
At least we didn't come down. Oh my God.
And Kelsa Breeze, Team Blue, in 5th.
Anything I could have done to prepare more?
I could have been the driver for a start.
How has it come to this? How has it come to this? No. Amy's Red Stig and Blue Stig are going to drive you 2 laps around this track as fast as they can. Your job is to give me multiple answers to one question. Whoever gets the most correct answers goes through to the next round. Whoever gets the fewest correct answers, your team goes home. Okay. Time for the race-off, or this week, the Amy-off. The Stig's nephews are men of few words,
Do you want me to drive or you?
who thankfully let the machines do the talking.
How exciting, Stiggy. No? All right. Are you still... Don't mind staring at me.
Players, are you ready? Name as many of the following as you can.
Come on.
official UK cities that begin with a letter in the first half of the alphabet. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're away. Time to shout out as many UK cities beginning with the letters A to M as they can.
Aberdeen, Birmingham, Cardiff,
Yellow Amy is off to a flyer.
Donington, Billingham.
Where?
Aberdeen. London. Sickening, boy. Dublin, Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
Drive.
1 lap down, 1 to go.
Bilswell. Wow, amazing.
Newcastle, is it the first half? I don't know.
No surprises, their minds are going black. The Stigs are drifting around there at 70 miles an hour.
Bristol, Bath.
Go, go, go.
And they both take the checkered flag. It's all over.
Don't want to get in the car with you ever again.
But how many cities did each Amy name?
Can we shake hands or something? Something. Shake hands. It's only fair.
Let's find out. Yellow Amy, you got 3 correct answers.
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
In the first 5.
It's really hard.
Blue Amy, you got 4 correct answers.
Yes, we're in. We're still in. Well done.
So it's goodbye to the yellows.
One more. I could have just done one more.
And the end of a special friendship.
This is my sister Jodie. Show listening to me. He is moody. It's possibly the worst date I've ever been on.
You say it best when you say nothing at all.
So after that, our 4 remaining couples could probably do with a nice lie down, which they're more than welcome to, as long as they don't mind lying down on a noisy, snaky dust bowl. Round 2 is off-road rage. Forward!
When it's family, you forgive them for they know not what they do.
And so we come to the South African wilderness where little has changed for millions of years. The trees, older than time itself. The dust, I imagine, the same age. And these, about 2 years old. Our couples have to drive them as fast as they can around this dirt track, making sure they don't knock over any of these stinkers. If they do, they incur a time penalty. And that's trickier than you might think. Especially on a menacing dirt track like this. There's a 5-second penalty for knocking down a white stig, 10 seconds for a red stig, and a grim 30-second penalty for an AA call-out. That's African assistance. The 2 couples with the slowest times will find themselves in the race-off. The winners of round 1, Bez's Pete and Richard, are setting the pace. They played together in a nursery sandpit and now are playing for the chance to win £10,000 in the biggest sandpit they've ever seen.
If I've got the savings option, moving with my girlfriend, probably what I should be doing, or we've got the Vegas option. We're very indecisive yet, but we'll send you a postcard from Vegas.
Pete and Rich, confident about this?
Yeah, good.
Feeling good, feeling
Yeah?
good.
All right, boys. 3, 2, 1, go!
Straight out. Go to the left, 2 left. Go. Awesome. Doing mint, mate.
Oh, I love how much they love each other.
Okay, which one? To the left. No, that's good. No problem. That's fine.
They've obliterated 5 sticks, but at this speed look like they're heading for another winning time. Cape of No Hope next.
To the right. Well, not ready. Good man, but doing really well, mate. Right. See some coming up, like, right, and then left. No red ones. Just try and wobble it off, mate. Wobble it off, reverse. Get it in reverse. Come on, mate, don't panic.
Stop, mate.
Oh, man.
The lads are struggling, and they're going to need some help to get out of this one. That means a 30-second penalty.
Go. That's it. Stick it dead steady,
Need
mate.
to make up some time now as they head into Cheetah's Corner and onto Kilimanjaro.
Watch out for a stick, Rick. Watch out for a stick. Watch out for a stick.
But a decent descent.
Right. Good man. Go.
A few passengers along the way, all aboard the Stig train. Whoop! What, you want to get on? Yeah, sure, no problem. What, you as well? Yeah, come on. 12 Stig heads down, including 2 reds. Means you're clocking in at 4 minutes on the button. First place so far. Yeah! So the time to beat is 4 minutes exactly. Next to face the treacherous dirt track full of tricksy Stigs, a Team Red.
She's the hare, I'm the tortoise. Slow and steady wins the race.
Vinny and Niels, how are we feeling?
Nervous for her driving?
He should be.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Take it left. Oh, yeah, baby, whoa! Look at the bridge. Well done, you are doing fantastic, baby.
I know, and you worried my driving.
I'm the micro driver.
Worried.
Okay, left. Go. Slowly,
Thanks,
come.
baby.
Any carry,
Slow. That's fine. Don't worry. We're here, that's fine. Oh,
Oh, we knocked a lot more over than that.
Approaching the Cape of No Hope now.
More sticks. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. Okay?
down a little bit.
Ah!
Don't worry. Just take those a little bit slow, but you're still smashing it. Okay, then we'll work out what side to go.
It was just panicking, go a little bit slow.
Right, power through.
Vinny there, tearing around Cheetah's corner.
Right, drop it left. Right, baby. Go. Whoa! Come on. Not like yesterday,
Yeah, baby!
So the Reds smashed the Pinks' lead and steal the top spot. So now the time to beat is 3 minutes 16 seconds. Next to go, Team Green, Super Snoggers, David and Paula.
I'm gonna go like a bat out of hell wherever I can.
I'm probably going to be hanging on for dear life and terrified.
David and Paula. Comfortable?
Kind of.
Ish.
Yeah.
Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, left. What's Skinny? Oh, hello.
Yeah, stick.
Wow! Hello, Stick.
If Team Green beat the Pinks' time of 4 minutes, bosom buddies Pete and Richard will be in the race-off.
White sticks on the left. Get the white ones.
That was great. Speedy stuff from the Greens. Cape of No Hope next.
Right. Oh, wow! Oh, that was all over by itself. Did you run over the stick? Yes, still the stick.
Oh, now that's how you take a corner.
He's a very cool, collected driver.
David whizzed through the wilderness, but they hit 13 sticks and made us play the theme tune from the Crazy Frog. Even so, factoring all those penalties, Team Green's time is just 3 minutes 14 seconds. That means they're safely through, with the Reds a close second. Pete and Richard in third are definitely in the race-off, but will the Blues be joining them?
I don't trust her. Driving skill. Yeah, I think it's gonna get worse in the car.
Olivia, you're allowed to drive fast. Amy doesn't want to be in the bottom two again. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go!
Go, girl! You go, girl! You got this!
Saliba and Amy will need to be quicker than 3 minutes 16 if they're to beat Binny and Neil's time and avoid another race-off.
Oh, careful! Slow down! First back.
But that's not the greatest of starts.
Straighten up the wheels! Straight, like this! Like this! Go back! How this thing works, so...
A 30-second penalty for roadside assistance, and I've only just got around the first bend.
Not so hard on the bend. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my girl! All right, the white one! We killed the white one! Oh, this is amazing!
Ah, the Blues. Quite literally smashing their way through the course. It's a 6-stig fracas out there. One's coming along for the ride.
Oh my lord! Straighten the wheel, Saliba. Again. More. Can you do this?
Taliba and Amy are going to have to call for help
Minute penalty.
again, which is good news for the Reds.
Can I smile now?
Yeah?
Okay.
Straighten the wheel now. Straighten.
On to Kilimanjaro now, and they're almost home and dry.
What is that gonna? Careful.
Almost.
Did anyone check the driving licenses?
Okay, careful. We don't want to hit this one. All right.
And they cross the line. Finally. It sounded like you had a whale of a time.
Yeah, it was really good.
Unfortunately, unlike Wales, you often beached yourself. Currently, the bottom two are the Reds and the Pinks. The time to beat was 3 minutes.
Oh, please.
and 16 seconds. You hit 2 red, 9 whites, 2 pit stop penalties, giving you an overall time of 6:31. Oh. So Billy and Neil are through to round 3, and the Pinks and the Blues are in the race-off. Oh yes, it's time for an off-road battle of mammoth proportions. Pink co-driver Richard and blue co-driver Amy, teamed up with the Stigs' overexcited nephews, have one nail-biting lap in which to answer one simple question.
If it's like 14th century poetry, we're going home.
It's just a game.
It's just a game, but I'm still not happy. I'm not here to lose.
You've got one lap to give as many of the following as you can. Feature films listed on IMDB, which have been directed by Steven Spielberg. 3, 2, 1, go!
Indiana Jones!
This really will be the last crusade for one of these teams.
Spielberg, jeez.
Oh dear.
E.T. Extraterrestrial!
I don't know, Lucy.
Titanic!
Oh, Christine. Is it Christine?
on, let go. Oh, man, what is it? Oh, yes! It's on Lost Ark, Indiana Jones, the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones, and the Temple of Doom.
This is terrible.
A close encounter at the Cape of No Hope.
I can't even fit Jurassic Park. Terminator.
It's a case of catch me if you can now for Amy as Richard scales Kilimanjaro.
Jeez! Oh, man.
Can he hook just one more?
Oh, man!
Amy's just got seconds now to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
I was terrible, weren't I? Man!
It's all over and only one of them has done enough to stay in the competition.
Both look like you really enjoyed that. Woohoo! Yeah! So, feature films which have been directed by Steven Spielberg. What a great career that guy's had, eh? Yeah. So many films, Jaws, Saving Private Ryan, yeah, Close Encounters. The only one I haven't seen was That's Pants.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's next year. It's coming out.
Oh, it's a new one, is it? OK. Rich, come to you first.
I'm great.
You got 3 correct answers.
Oh, Richard. Shut up. You try it.
Amy, you got 1.
No way!
Which means that you don't need the blues are heading home. Sorry, lady.
It was such fun. When is this going to go up?
I don't know. We know now that you're a rubbish driver.
So we are 2 couples down, which leaves 3 to contest round 3. Love the symmetry. A round that will test their driving skills, their general knowledge, and their ability to drive headlong through a really large wall. It's called the drive-through. It's this way. At the end of these lanes are 2 answers to 1 question. When the lights go green, our contestants have to race as fast as they can through what they think is the right answer in these Peugeot 208s. They'll need to be fast, and they want to be right, because at the end of each race, someone loses a life. Lose 2 lives, and you are out. At the end, we're just left with 1 couple, our finalists, ready to get behind the wheel of the Getaway car, potentially win 10 grand, and face the grand old Duke of driving.
3 teams, 3 cars, just 1 winner. Rocking lane 1, it's Team Red. Will Binny let husband Neil have his say as they put their quiz brains to the test?
Right, here we go.
Okay.
More love on the line in lane 2. David and Paula, the happiest couple like ever, verging on the queasy.
You're hungry for it.
I am hungry for it.
He's hungry.
They sped to victory in round 2. Can they do it again?
I'm really competitive, but I've never felt like this.
And in lane 3, fresh from Race Off Glory, the Pinks. Best mates Pete and Richard.
Right, nice and fast, pal.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're still pals after the drive-through.
Alrighty then. This is race director Dermot. All couples, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Excellent. Race 1, question 1. The original route of the Orient Express linked Turkey and which other country? France or Germany? 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, but do they know where the Orient Express started its journey?
Germany. Positive, positive, positive.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I think France will go left.
Germany, going right.
This is what you think. I really don't know.
Positive, positive, positive.
It's down, we're beating everyone.
Oh, dear.
That's good. It's got to be.
We might be wrong.
The Pinks flew through fastest, but they're not happy chappies.
Oh, damn!
It's Germany.
Oh, no.
I said Germany at the start. Oh, I knew it was Germany.
All right, team. The question was, the original route of the Orient Express linked Turkey and which other country? France or Germany? The answer was France.
Yes!
Pinks, only wants to get it right, so it all comes down to speed, and Reds, you were slowest, so you lose a life. Helmets on, back to the start, guys.
Pete and Richard were absolutely spot on, and Binny and Neil lose a life. 2 lives lost, and it's the end of the road.
A question about geography is not really your strong point.
Is it geography?
Yeah.
I think it's history. What did we argue?
My mistake was got the answer wrong.
I did say I'd listen to you.
That's fine.
Teams, this is race 2, question 2. In Cockney rhyming slang, how much is a score? 20 or 24? 3, 2, 1, go!
Go.
Lines for 24.
24, yeah, it's got to be. 100% got to be. Right-hand side.
Which one? Which one?
It's going left, you're going left, you're going left.
I'm sure it's 20.
Yeah, I've heard it all the time. He said this.
Go. Step on it, it's all right.
Do not lose it. Do not lose it. Do not lose it.
24, go. Brilliant, yes!
It doesn't matter, it's okay.
18. I nearly, oh my God.
He beat me again. I'm going to have to get him next time. I'm going to get him next time.
The Pinks might have been fastest, but they were the only team who wrongly thought a score was 24. Pete and Richard lose a life.
This is horrible, isn't it?
If Team Pink or Team Red lose the next race, they'll be out of the getaway car.
Race 3, question 3. True or false? All ladybirds have exactly 10 spots. 3, 2, 1, go.
Some have 1 spot, some have 2, 4.
Do you think false? Should we go false?
We'll go false, we'll go false. I think that's true. What do you think?
I've looked at them and they all look pretty much the same, don't they?
I think it's false. How can it be? It's just impossible. It's definitely false.
Right. False.
Keep going. Well, right, go.
Oh, you went for false, I think. You went for false.
We went the same as Pinks. So depending on the greens.
You might get it wrong, anyway.
We might have got it wrong.
This time the Greens were the only team to answer wrongly. David and Paula lose a life.
You know about ladybirds, anyway.
All of the teams have now lost 1 life. The next race is crucial. Whoever loses this time leaves the getaway car for good.
Woo! Almost there.
Put down the slope,
Come on, get yourself in the right frame of mind.
Race 4, question 4. I don't want to over-dramatise the situation. If you answer wrong, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse will appear marking the end of days. Best of luck. Someone's going home after this. Who is taller, Tom Cruise or Sir Winston Churchill? 3, 2, 1, go.
I think taller. Tom Cruise is pretty short. Well, I know Tom Cruise is short. So
Over Churchill.
I think it's going to be Winston Churchill.
Slow. Almost to a stop.
Finish behind. It's all right. Just calm down.
Go with Churchill.
Okay.
It's Winston Churchill.
Yes! Go left.
Oh. What a race. A tight finish for the Pinks and the Greens, who both go for Winston Churchill. But the Reds play it tactically
Slow, almost to a stop.
and just cruise through Tom Cruise. But will their gamble pay off?
They both got it wrong, we're through.
Yeah.
That's the tactic.
You tell me, James Bond?
I think we were first through.
What was the question? Who was shorter?
I don't know.
You all only had 1 life left. And the question was, who is taller, Tom Cruise or Sir Winston Churchill? The Pinks and the Greens went with Churchill. The Reds went with Tom Cruise. Correct answer was Tom Cruise. Yes! By 3 centimetres, which means it comes down to speed. And the Pinks, you were slowest, lads, so I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys.
I'm going to leave you. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
So Team Pink got the question wrong and were slower than the Greens. It's all over for Pete and Rich.
I would have beat this league, definitely. Definitely.
Good man.
Thank you for being a friend.
It's cemented what we already knew. Just a great relationship. It'll carry on being a great relationship to our old age. Fairy tale ending in it, really.
Confidant.
So it's all down to this. 2 teams, 2 possible answers, and 1 question to decide who will take on the stick and win a possible £10,000.
Same pace as before. Just slow it down, okay?
What if we know it straight away?
This is tactics.
This is immense.
It is.
Well done so far. You've been
Well, that's you. You're doing the driving.
Yeah,
My goodness.
you'll keep me here.
Red team, green team, can you hear me? Race 5, question 5. Question is, which month of the year has the greater number of days, June or July?
Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go.
July. It's July.
January, February, March, April, May, June.
Yeah.
July.
It's July. Right, we're going fast.
July. I've completely forgotten what the question was now.
Oh!
I've forgotten what the question was.
Well, okay, guys. Last question. Which month of the year has the greater number of days, June or July? Both went with July. Correct answer with 31 was July, so it all comes down to speed. Greens, you were quicker. You're tonight's finalist. Congratulations, which means Binny and Neil, you're headed.
Team Green's decisiveness from the off, coupled with tremendous speed, has won them a place in tonight's final. But it's all over for Binny and Neil.
Sorry, babe.
It's all right.
Neil told me to go slow.
I'll just put my foot down.
Benny's always right, as always. You're back in control.
Yeah, baby!
Go left.
Make it up to you. I promise to.
So, for a couple, South African driving adventure has gone south. But one couple have taken on the hazards, the rage, the walls, and emerged victorious. Now, all that stands between them and £10,000 is one unidentified driving object. That's the stick.
As a couple, we love adventure, but I think this has been the adventure of our life.
It was terrifying, but I always felt like I had complete confidence in his driving and what he could do. One roundabout. Are you got your bearings now?
Yeah.
To the right, to the right, to the right.
Paula's always brilliant. She's the blood that runs through my veins, you know, and I don't work without Paula. She's just the person I want next to me, always.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely love cars. I was born with a steering wheel in my hand, so going up against the stick is amazingly exciting. He's unbeatable. You can't touch the stick.
This is it, the final round, the getaway chase. David and Paula, we're driving as fast as I can, twice around the track, in this. They've been hankering after driving this from the start, but it's fast. It is very fast. It'll be well advised to motor with care. Now, on one level, the challenge facing David and Paula couldn't be more simple. Each time they pass under a money gate, they bank that amount of cash. However, just seconds after they take off with the stick, he gets a green light and he starts hunting them down. The minute he catches up with them, it's game over. But if they get to the finish line first, they find £10,000. But with his extensive underworld connections and friends in car showrooms, the stick has amassed an array of fine supercars. And tonight, he's chosen to drive the Aston Martin Vanquish. With a top speed of 183 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, this is significantly quicker than the Getaway car. So to make this a fair contest, the Getaway car pit crew have worked out that if David and Paul have a 10-second head start and they drive the Getaway car perfectly, then the £10,000 could be theirs. So, 2 laps, 2 green lights, 1 lovey-dovey twosome versus 1 stick. Then the Getaway chase commences. Have David and Paula lost their minds riding the stick with £10,000 on the line? Oh, are you ready?
Easy.
Are you ready?
Off the handbrake. I see you, baby.
Oh, yeah. David off at lightning speed.
Too early.
And takes the first corner really well. 10 seconds are up and the stick is off in pursuit. Just as David flies through the first money gate, banking £1,000. And the second. The stick starts to hunt them down, but David is making the most of his lead. This is incredible driving from David. But the stick only has 1 setting and it happens to be V-Fast, closing now on the Getaway car.
Okay, babe.
That's £6,000. £8,000 is theirs. So close now, but the stick's hot on the tail. Looks like they might actually do it. For the first time this series, the jackpot has been won. We always say the stick will catch you, it's just a matter of when. Tonight, it was after the checkered flag. And what a high-speed getaway chase it was. With a perfect start and precision cornering, David held off the stick for the entire 2 laps for the first time on the Getaway car. Well done, Team Green. How was that?
Oh, man!
Paula, how was it for you?
Terrifying, amazing, brilliant, fast. I'm just having a look at it.
So well driven. So well driven.
Show it.
Your champs this week. Give it up for Dave and Paula. Right. More than enough cars and relationships destroyed for 1 week. We're back next week with a stick and more brave couples ready to put their love and relationships on the line. See you.